And we're going to be talking about the new changes that are taking place with Southwest Airlines. Recently, if you are not aware, they got rid of the unassigned seats, or they will shortly in the next couple of months. And last week, they also announced that they're getting rid of the bags. If you aren't aware, if you don't frequently fly Southwest, one of the big perks of flying with Southwest is that you get 2 free checked bags, including a carry-on whenever you book with them, which is a really good thing for families and people on a budget. But recently, the CEO got rid of that, effective, I believe it's May 31st, so just in a couple of months, which is kind of crazy. And this has kind of been blowing up social media in general, like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, they're all talking about it. And they're mostly talking about the CEO's message. So I thought that we would just watch that. I thought that it was really interesting. So we'll go ahead and do that.
The short answer is that it's about securing our future. We're announcing changes to our business that will help us return to the levels of profitability we all expect and to support our collective long-term success. It's also about adapting to what our customers want. Many things have changed post-COVID: the loss of short-haul demand, a rise in premium demand, and a change in customer preferences. They're more than the logo on our planes. Our DNA isn't open seating or even bags fly free. It's a dedication to service and hospitality and to the golden rule for each other and for our customers. It's our commitment to customer service that is in a class of its own, a strong network with the most nonstop flights in the US, and a loyalty program that delivers real value to Rapid Rewards members.
Wow.
I
I
know.
have so many thoughts.
Yes, please
First
go
of
ahead.
all, you guys, so I thought it was interesting when he was talking about how this is what his customers want. You guys probably don't know this, but I took the survey for Southwest, and I have been like just have a lot of like discretionary income recently, and I'm like, I really want to pay like $40 for my bag. So I think I'm who he was listening to. No, just kidding. But that was one of the worst CEO videos I've ever seen. I feel like those usually don't go well because people, especially in our generation, don't respond well to like these big fancy CEOs that are making billions of dollars. People just it's always going to fall on deaf ears. Like I don't think that any CEO ever making like a big announcement like that, especially over something that people are pretty upset about, I don't think I've ever seen any of those land well. But I think it's so funny that he said like, guys, our DNA is not company or as a company, it's not checked bags and unassigned seats. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you a single time where I've been looking for a flight and I'm like on Google Flights and I'm like, ooh, Delta or Southwest? Like, you know what? I actually think that like the DNA of like Southwest is just like customer service and like reaching for success. So I'm going to choose that one instead. Like, hell no. No consumer has ever made their decision about what airline to fly based on the company's core values. This video literally is the most like corporate jargon, absolutely worst video I've ever seen. I just can't imagine how there was not at least one person that stopped this. Like one intern that maybe like raised their hand and said, CEO, this is not going to land well with people in our tax bracket.
Yeah, no kidding. And I think like the big thing is because Southwest forever, they were like one of the budget friendly airlines.
Mm-hmm.
But now if you look on Google Flights, a lot of times Southwest flights are a lot more expensive than like Delta or United or American Airlines. But the one thing that would make me choose Southwest as a consumer is that, like, oh, if I was going on a week long trip and I needed a checked bag, then I would
Mm-hmm.
fly with Southwest so I could get that bag for free.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would be like, "Oh, I'm flying with my husband, but I don't want to like pay for a seat, but I want to make sure that we sit together. So I'm going to fly Southwest so that we don't have to have assigned seats, so that one of us can just check in early or pay like the little like $20 extra
Mm-hmm.
in order to pick your seat first." But anyways, yeah, no, I saw that. I think it was last Wednesday. We're
Yeah.
recording on March 17th today, by the way. But I saw it last Wednesday, and I was just so confused. Like
Yeah.
by like his wording and everything, saying like, "Oh, this is what our customers want." It's
Yes.
obvious that he doesn't know who his customers are, because like if you look on Instagram, if you look on TikTok, like anywhere in the news too, a lot of news outlets were talking about this. Like nobody wanted this. So I would be
Mhm.
interested to see which customers he's talking about, because it's not the customers in the correct
Oh
tax
no. I feel like
bracket.
if they did do some sort of survey, which who even knows if they did, there's probably like 5% of people that were like, yeah, I want a checked bag because I care about your guys' company values. And they're like, guys, our customers wanted it. It's like, what, who, five? And they probably work for you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was a really, really interesting way of delivering that message. I also thought it was interesting that he called out from the beginning that this is about profitability, which was so weird to me. It almost feels like it was like an internal video that like got leaked somehow. Because in what world do the customers care about your profitability? None. Like that is such an interesting thing to call out as if like that is going to, you know, fall on ears that are like, "Oh my gosh, like so sensitive to that." And I I think there was a way better way to go about it. Probably would have been better if he had at least included this is for I mean, I don't I don't even know how genuine this would be, but if he had phrased it as if this is for our long-term I don't know. We have to like adapt to a changing industry. We want to continue to provide great service, and
yeah,
we're as
or like
always
this.
dedicated to our customer experience. What we're gonna add?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, or like this is for the long-term success of our brand or something like that. But
Hmm.
the way that he phrased it was just so odd, especially since, and I just looked this up, the CEO of Southwest, his name is Gary Kelly, and he
Gary,
has a
Gary,
net worth of $58 million. So
Care Bear.
like,
That's
yes,
insane.
yes. So I mean, there's no way that he's flying Southwest either.
No,
He's flying
he
private, or like
yes.
he's
This guy
flying.
does not know the value of $40 to the average American. He truly $40 to him, probably adjusted, is like 2 cents. He's like, guys, why are you freaking out about a $40 checked bag? We're like, do you know the average income of the average American? It's $59,000 a year. That $40 actually does count, especially when you're traveling with families who I feel like families are a big source of Southwest Airlines income because that is the big selling point is you don't have to you can check bags and you can all sit together as a family with your young kids and you don't have to pay extra to book those seats.
Mm.
So I think it is just an absolutely crazy message to put out there. So yeah, good luck, Gary. Hopefully this is a good reality check for you and maybe listen to the intern that pipes up next time and says, do not put this out. This is so cringy.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I liked how you said, like, this must have been, like, a leaked video or something like that, because, like, in what world would you post this on your own
Hmm.
without, like, somebody else looking? Like, somebody, like, that's either, like, a Gen Z or even, like, a millennial.
Hmm.
Like, who like, anybody that looked at this
Yeah.
that, I mean, doesn't have a net worth of $58 million probably would have told you that it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But, you know, who are we? We're no CEOs of Southwest,
It's
so
true. It's
we're
true,
just
but it looks like I will not be a Southwest customer anytime soon because first of all, their flights are still expensive. So, yeah, running out of selling points here, Gary. You got to switch it up somehow, but hopefully you can make a PR comeback after this one, but it'll be a tough run, I think.
yeah, I think so too. And this has also got me thinking, like, how long is Southwest still going to be in business?
Mhm.
Because these are two, I mean, they're getting rid of their two main selling points, even
Mhm.
though, like, the CEO doesn't say they're the main selling points. Of course, they're, like, really good at, like, customer service and everything like that too. But, I mean, I don't know, because I feel like there's nothing that sets Southwest apart from these
Mhm.
other bigger companies anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like when I fly Southwest, I'm like, I mean, I'm always a little bit disappointed when I walk on their planes. Their planes are a little bit older, they don't have
Mhm.
screens, their seats aren't that comfortable. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see how long
Yeah.
Southwest lasts after
I'll be
this.
curious to see if they do any last ditch efforts to add some other selling point in place of what they got rid of, but sounds like Southwest might be struggling.
Yeah.
Gary's gonna have to resort to like 5 homes instead of 7. My thoughts
Yeah.
and prayers are with him. It's really hard.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah. Feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we can help his profitability.
Yeah,
So
for sure. For sure. We're with you, Gary. We stand with you.
yes. All right. Well, those were our thoughts on the Southwest CEO message, and the different changes that are happening. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let us know if you agree, if you're with Gary, or if you are not with Gary, like the rest of the majority of the Southwest customers. And we will talk to you next time.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. We stand in solidarity. That is so
Yes.
funny.
Uh,
Oh my God.